And then it's up to us to decide which way to organize, in addition to those national activities that all of you will have, but also some other regional activities or some other regional initiatives that we propose. And I think Amelina, no, I don't think, but Amelina will come will come at a later stage with those. Having said this, maybe I would open the floor, and if any one of you would, because the proposal or the idea is that each of us can think, each regional commission can think on the content that we would like to present, but of course it should be as interesting and as varied as possible. This could be the panel discussions, that could be some quizzes, and what would be interesting also is to go a bit beyond our ordinary audience, to go beyond us statisticians and try to catch as much as possible people from outside, because celebrating All Statistics Day, we celebrate it every day because we are happy to be here anyway, but it's about mentioning or saying to people how important and how beautiful are our data, and this is why it's good to have it. And of course, in addition to we don't have so many details at the moment about the technical solution, which exactly this one would be. But once we have a bit more details, then we will share them to you. We hope we will have, by one hand, the platform to join and to share from the presenters and from the organizers' side. And we asked, but we don't have yet an answer, about the possibility for the viewers or whoever would like to look or to watch or to follow, if there could be some YouTube link streaming or some other solution. So we would like to see which are those. There are not so many, let's say, options at the moment, taking into account that there is a bit of budget liquidity crisis, and I think all the resource constraints that you are facing in the country, we are facing also those here, and we try to find a solution that would fit best both the event but also the resources we have available at the moment. I think I spoke too much, so please feel free to raise your hand or to turn on the mic and share any of your considerations.
I think what we want from you now, just for the moment, Sandra, I saw your hand, that we want to hear your ideas. If you already thought about contributions you might make, you received it in the email from me, and I posted it in the chat about possible formats. So we really give you freedom, and we are very flexible with the potential format, and we think it would be also very interesting for the audience if the formats would be different, not just same presentation type of speaking head for 5 hours. Would be boring for us as well as moderators, I guess. So if you have given any thought and you have any ideas you're ready to share now, we would really appreciate to hear it. Thank you. And Sandra, over to you again.
Thank you. Regarding the technical part, from our experience, we see that YouTube and Facebook does a good job with live broadcast, and it is quite possible to have, a Teams call where each of us can join in to give a presentation or a quiz or share their screen. And it can be contributed to YouTube via StreamKey, then to Facebook, and we can all embed it to our websites, for example, so it can have, it can be seen. So I think that might be a good solution that you were talking about. And maybe starting with the ideas, since I started speaking, what we have considered regarding this 24-hour marathon, we would really like to contribute, but at the moment we are connecting and waiting for answers from other institutions, because we have statistics community, academic community, and so on. So it's not just us that would like to maybe present something, so we are just waiting for their proposals as well. But what we will do definitely for World Statistics Day is, should I talk about World Statistics Day or only for the 24-hour webinar?
You can mention your ideas, and then we will see how we can fit and how we can put them together.
Yes, so we are preparing a quiz for students. It's just a simple quiz where a student can see some kind of character type regarding their usage of statistics and data. So, for example, we know that we might not, make them interested in statistics and data by the first message, but we can introduce them with who are you and what this thing says about you. And when they answer some kind of questions, they get the result of who they are as a personality and also relating to who they are as a data user and in the statistics and so on. So it's our approach to get them in the trap of ego and self-fulfillment, and then educate them about statistics and data. And so we are now doing it for like 10 or 15 simple questions about their common knowledge and just general ideas. So maybe if it's good enough, we can share it in English. Maybe you can also use it for your own purposes, because right now we have some kind of Lithuania-related questions. So if we make it more general, we can make it better for you as well. Yes, Margarita? You have...
Thank you. I begin by having some doubts in what we are expected to do as a team, because I saw the email you sent, and hearing Sandra talking and speaking of the marathon. So our team is supposed to do something in terms of from 3 to 8 p.m. And it will be something, for example, imagine social media, something on social media, posts or something like that, or a video. It is all supposed to do one, and yet at some times we post it in our own language. It is so I'm in doubt in which how we will work together as a team, and if we do one thing and then translate and publish broadcasts or something like that at the same time within those time hour, or if we are supposed to give suggestions and then we plan what we are going to do, even if it will be different from one country to another, but it will be, for example, 3 or 4 events that we will organize. So I think I need some clarification before you understand now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I think we can mention here I'm sorry if I was a bit messy. I wanted to say a lot of things, and if I could not express myself, then
No, I didn't understand. Not you being messy. Okay.
Maybe we have to mention here the different dimensions. By one hand, we have all the activities that you think to organize in the country with the team, connected with the National Statistics Day or European Statistics Day or the World Statistics Day. But when we speak about these 24-hour marathons and these 5 hours that we are talking about now, it will be like a live stream or a live event that we would like, first of all, to organize it and to orchestrate it in such a way that it will be appealing and interesting for anyone joining. And also it can be followed by anyone from our countries, by anyone from all around the globe. And in addition to this, of course, we have the communication before the event, but also during the day, which can be with the mass media that you can have in the countries. And of course, we would be happy if you can make a reference to the World Statistics Day. And if we have some nice visuals that we can share with you, we can share. Otherwise, you can share those with us. And also the social media, of course, because now with the social media, we can reach out to quite a number of usual users, but also some new ones. So, in addition to, during this 5 hours, it can be organized. Yes, as it was mentioned, we cannot have only discussions between among ourselves, or even if we invite our users or some journalists or students, but what we can do also. But it's also some videos that you might have prepared for yourself, and we can think how we can put those together and if we can fit all those. Because, for example, us during the Conference of European Statisticians, we had some interviews with some chief statisticians of your countries, and our communication unit is working to edit and to make those ones appealing and looking nicely so that we can share. So the content of these 5 hours can be discussions, short videos, some interesting cases or some information that you can also share, but also some joint discussions. And it's not necessarily among ourselves, but also inviting people or speakers that we consider that can bring the beauty of our statistics in a new light and in a new perspective.
Yes, so, I've clarified now. Thank you.
Thank you, Margarita. I know that we have really great people in the team, and you have already bright ideas and thoughts. So please feel free to share. Maybe just one more thing to add from our colleague Fiona from the Human Rights. She said that they will have some short videos about statistics on human rights, and she can share those with us. So if you have something similar, or if you have something when thinking about the slogan of this day, driving change. So if you know if you have some interesting cases or catching cases when, for example, with statistics, you really could see the difference somewhere, then we can think on how to present it. You can still think a bit, but maybe I can pass over to Anelina, and she can present the ideas that she proposed for some additional or some activities, and she can give more details there, and then we can have a discussion after. Anelina, over to you.
I would gladly do it, but still, I know we're running out of time very fast. I would still like to ask you, if there are any ideas. Let's focus now on the webinar, because we have to coordinate with other regional commissions, and we ideally want to have at least some ballpark understanding of what are the country's ideas, meaning you, for the global webinar first. So if you already thought about the topic or the format, you can contribute for the global webinar, which I must say should be in English, probably, for the sake of accessibility in this case. So yeah, over to you. If there are no immediate ideas and thoughts, I would kindly ask you to think about it internally and get back to us via email. and ideally, as usual, as soon as possible. And meanwhile, I will share my screen. So this was shared with you in advance. I hope you took time to go through it. These are complementary ideas because there are several ways to celebrate World Statistics Day, and one is global webinar, where again we unite the efforts with the other regional commissions. And this, what you see on your screen, is let's say supplementary ideas, what we can do around the World Statistics Day. So it's not like one or another, it's ideally both of the things we would love you to do, because with countries' experience we would have more diversity and more interesting stories. So we really encourage you to join us. And let me quickly go through the ideas we suggest and we're going to do. So the first one would be social media storytelling. Basically, what we want from you is to spread it around your colleagues. Join yourself, write your story, how you ended up in statistics. Maybe I guess it was usually a fascinating story, because I doubt that any of us thought when we were 5 years old that we will end up working for statistics whatsoever. So post your stories, whatever you want, your journey to statistics, interesting facts, how statistics might have changed your life. Maybe you have some professional deformations now, I don't know. You can use you will find everything in the document. So you can see the prompts for the post for inspiration, but generally it can be anything you would feel inspired to around the area, how you end up in statistics. As for the visuals, you can use maybe the first days of you working in statistics versus now, for just first days. Maybe some archival photos, if you did the field work, maybe field work, whatever you want. It could also be a short video of you telling your story. So we are very flexible here. We just want to have a compilation and bring awareness in the social media that there is a World Statistics Day, it's happening, and this is about statistics, and show that behind the statistic there are people, very much human beings, not AI, with their stories. There are there is a hashtag system we want to implement. So when I hope you will spread it out with your colleagues, please put attention here that it should be the hashtag of World Statistics Day 2025. For this particular event, the hashtag is MyStatStory, and if you want, you can also do a hashtag of your organization, but it's complementary from our side at least. What we will do from our side, we will also start posting and create a campaign, post and launch with all these instructions and hashtags. We will post it on our LinkedIn page. If you are not following us, please follow us. I will share the link. It's the page of UNEC Statistics, and we will discuss it with the information unit from the UNEC. Probably we will post it and make it visible also on Instagram page. So what we are encouraging you, this is the part where we're doing now, we are encouraging you to join us and share it internally, and we will probably feature some selected stories on our LinkedIn channel and maybe other communication channels as well. And during the webinar, we will see, of course, what are the contributions and how they're aligned, but maybe as a gap fillers or just, for the transitional phase, we will post some the screenshot of some stories or the videos, so we will make it visible there too. So that's the first idea. I don't know, let me pause here if you have any questions. No questions, so all clear. Yes, this document was sent, I think, numerous times. Let me post it in the chat again. Okay, so there are no questions, and I might ask you if are you going to join this initiative?
I wanted to say that it sounds really nice. We have a pretty hard time asking our co-workers to film themselves, but we are working on that, so we'll see if we do it by October.
The text works perfectly fine too, because we have other many videos ideas, so text will work perfectly fine here.
Okay.
Okay, then nobody wants to talk with me on this call, okay, so I will continue talking. Another idea is like asking kids video series. So basically, I don't know how many of you have children on this call? Okay, some not, some have children, like children, grandchildren, nephews, nieces, neighborhood kids, that's a joke. So basically the idea here is to have a very short interviews of the children in your household, asking what is the parent, what mommy is doing for work or dad is doing for work. Like as you can see, what does the person doing for work? What does she or he like do there? Like what's the essence of the job basically? What statistics? Can you explain what is like inflation, population, correlation, like pretty much your domain of work is? And like I tried it with my nephews and nieces and I got hilarious answers. So I encourage you to do it, even if not for the sake of the World Statistics Day, just for your fun at home. So basically the goal here is to have something more like lighthearted, something to smile and laugh, maybe get some, again, empathy from the general audience. Like statistics, again, it's like a very human being generated area, not AI. And here, like again, we will ask you to make short video clips. As for the format for all of the videos ideas here, I suggest that it should be very simple, very easy, like you just have your phone and tape it like that in the vertical format, because, you know, we will mostly use it for the short clips like TikTok or Instagram or YouTube short style, so it shouldn't be anything professional. You will send it to us and we will try our best to do the editing as good as we can. It can be, in this case, it can be in your national, like, official language, because I can imagine, like, you cannot ask your children to communicate in good English, so it should be in the language you communicate. However, we will ask you to help us with translation, because we will do the subtitles with translation, so everyone could read. So this is another part. Here with the hashtags, again, World Statistics Day, the special hashtag for this activity is Kids Ask Stats, and your organization, which is optional. Important disclaimer that if you share the video, it means that you as a parent or the parents of the children are agreed with us using this video. Again, it's quite important. We don't want legal problems after that. So as I said, just film on your phones in a vertical, not horizontal layout. And and here we also have to make a disclaimer. We hope it will be a very popular initiative and all of you join and your colleagues would join and we will be flooded by videos. And if that would be the case, we cannot include all of the videos. So we will include like selected or pre-selected videos, but we will make probably an archive from the World Statistics Day where all of that will be available. Any questions here or comments? Okay, then we're going to the next idea, which is Man on Street interview. I don't know if you do doom scrolling as much as I do, but I've been seeing a lot of these Streets on interviews like format of short videos, and I found it very interesting with some questions, and I thought we could do something like that for random people on streets, asking them, again, very short. We cannot afford ourselves long videos here. We can ask like the questions, so that should be quite coherent and aligned. For the sake of editing, we cannot allow ourselves to have 15 different types of questions. So the questions are like, what comes to your mind when you hear the word statistics? Or like, what is the statistics? Do you know what official statistics are? Like, why do you think statistics are important or not important? Like, we cannot be biased here. Where would you go if you need official statistics about your country? Where would you go? It means like not physically. Maybe I should clarify it. Because when I asked my partner this question, he asked like, oh, I didn't know you can just walk in the Swiss Federal Statistical Bureau. I was like, no, I meant website. Like, do you know that there is a website? Anyway, there is another optional one, like what does a typical statistician look like? And I'm very curious to hear the stereotypical statistician in the voice of random people on streets. So again, hashtags, you can see it here. About like practical considerations, you can already hear because I'm very cautious about the timing here. In the end, when let's say you ask all your questions, again you type it like that, not like that, and so we will do the rest of the job. Same with the language differences. Of course, asking your local language in the streets and just provide us with the correct translation so we can do the subtitle and merge it all together. Here, after the person participated, you can give them a flyer, potentially, a flyer about what is the World Statistics Day, where can the person find the answers for the questions that were given to him or her. This is a very early draft, the mock-up, and I would love to hear some feedback and comments on the content, not on the design, because it's a very raw design. We will redesign it more professionally, and also the idea is to share with you the mock-up so you can translate it to your local languages and print it and give it to people. But it's optional, of course, but I think it would be nice to give something in return, even if it's just a piece of paper. I think that's all here. Are there any questions here? Okay, I will take the silence as agreement with everything I suggest. And moving to the next one, this is new. So it's Explain It Like I'm 5 Years Old, a video series. Here, the idea is to ask your fellow colleagues, statisticians, on the video. Again, the video is very short, should be very short. There are just 2 simple questions to ask, like which area or domain of statistics do you think is the most important? And we suspect that many would name their own, because we're all biased about our work. And then like after you will receive an answer, you could ask like, could you explain what it is and why it's matter in a way like, like 5 years old would understand. So the goal here is to have complex statistical terms and areas be explained by statistician, but in a plain, simple language that a 5 years old should understand, meaning that a person who is not working in statistics or familiar with the area would understand, and it should bring more awareness for general audience. What is the statistics, why it is important, and what does it mean generally. So that's pretty much it. So there is like 1 textual idea here and 3 videos ideas here. And taking into account that the World Statistics Day is approaching very fast, we do not have time for and we will have to do all the editing from our side. However, if there are any volunteers from your countries, like if you have good videographers to back us up, it would be very appreciated. But if not, we will have to do all the job from our side ourselves. And like given that, I think like for the videos, we would like to have them by the end of the month, so we would have enough of time to do the nice editing and layout. I'm done talking. So are there any questions or ideas or suggestions?
Can I ask, just helping with the formatting of videos and the requests, I know you've given some information there, is it kind of mainly portrait style videos you'd like, if you're just trying to obviously gather us all together with different videos?
Sorry, what style of video?
Is it mainly portrait? You know, you mentioned selfie and social media. Is it the format of the video in terms of like landscape, square, or portrait?
It's mainly this portrait, vertical type of videos. Yes.
Because it might help just giving maybe exact ratio or size.
Yeah.
That might help if we're all sending in different types of videos. It's going to be harder to put an end package together with loads of different formats going from landscape to portrait to, so something to consider maybe, But if it's social media, it's mainly going to be the portrait style.
Sandra?
Yeah, so good ideas, thank you. And regarding the explaining I'm 5 videos, I know that it can be difficult to edit everything, but it can be nice to maybe merge our different videos into one. So for example, we have this simple question that needs only a few word answer. So maybe we each can film some kind of colleague that answers an easy question, and we can put it into a small video that can also be roughly 20 seconds. Because I also see the trends where people are just asking a question and just different colleagues answer that, but we can do it not in the same office, but in the same infrastructure, And I think it can be really nice, because if we only post one video regarding the topic, it can look a little bit weird. But if we make this nicer, bigger video, we can do a collaborative post and and one video can appear in different feeds. So I think that can be superb.
Yeah, we will have different types of mix and matches. Of course, we will not I've read that the span of the attention focus for current generation, so 7 seconds. So we cannot put 1 or 2 minutes videos of one person talking. So we will do something like that. Yes, Stella.
I think this proposal, Sandra, is super nice, and it would work even greater if we will have colleagues from different countries answering the same question in the same video. And I think it's even okay if it's in the different languages. For example, what area are you working? And if more people say national account in one country in one language, then another language, then another language, I think it's even more interesting like this. Yeah.
So maybe we can just agree on maybe 3 maximum questions, easy ones that we can just film our colleagues answering. Because, for example, this Friday or Saturday we have a Lithuanian statistics celebration anniversary of 106 years, and on Friday I'm meeting a lot of my colleagues. So maybe I can grab a phone and just film some of them. I cannot promise for them, but it is easier to do that by this week, I think.
That's wonderful.
And I just want to encourage not to make a video, but just do a video, because what Amelina is talking about is really simple to do. You just need a phone. So just an encouragement.
Yes, so Sandra, maybe we will encourage people with your example when you will share it with us. That would be great. And I would encourage you to review this document. I share it in the chat again. Comment on the prompts, on the questions, because that's exactly the idea, to have the same questions for the editing purpose. So we should come up together now with the correct shape of these questions, so we can all film it with the same prompts and the same questions at the end. Also, we would at least appreciate if you could share this information with your colleagues. I don't know, you probably have internal newsletter or email list or something like that. So maybe somebody would like to join, and you can give our addresses, me and Stella, if they want to send something directly to us. For example, I don't know how you will organize it, but if, for example, your communication team is very busy doing these things, we understand, upset, but understand. we would be happy to communicate with your colleagues directly about any of those ideas. Okay, 4 more minutes to go. Any other questions, suggestions? Well, we will give you time to think about it. How would you proceed? And we would ask you to send us an email with your decisions. And probably it's not our last focal point meeting. So we will be in touch. I don't know, Stella, we will probably circulate meeting notes for this one.
We will have some, just to mention on the organizational point, let's say, aspect. Some colleagues are joining today and some other colleagues will join tomorrow, and Amelina will have the meetings and brief colleagues with the same information. And if you have colleagues that would be available to join tomorrow for an information session, then you can do it also tomorrow. And maybe if you agree, we can have 1 or 2 more meetings in a 2-week time span, so that we can update each of us on what we are doing. And if we have some other updates, then we can also share it with you. It would be great to do it together. I know that we all have our own areas, and this is a bit in addition to what we are doing usually. But I think we can do a great job, because if you are in statistics, you love it. So please join the email communication. If today maybe you are still thinking of or digesting the ideas, then please contact us via email, and we can see how we can leverage the initiative. And thank you all for joining today. And we will communicate you the brief decisions, the brief notes, and also on the next meeting. Probably we can do the same as Amelina did this time. We can go for a doodle for the best suitable timing, and then we will organize it. We will send the invite.
And just a small remark. If you joined us here today, you don't need to join us tomorrow, because it will be exactly the same, just in case.
Yaron, did you want to raise your hand, or did you want to say bye?
Just to say thank you and goodbye.
Thank you, Yaron, and thank you everyone for joining, and see you online and next time.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
See you. Bye.
Bye.